This episode is brought to you by the Ultimate Girls Trip. Here is our reoccurring daydream. Us at a drool-worthy pool, surrounded by our business besties. We just finished a powerful exercise on building our dream lives and executing our business goals. Join us if you are ready to be celebrated for taking up space, to feel purposeful, and to live a life of fulfillment. Go to proofitspossible.com for more info. Welcome to Proof It's Possible. Jamie and I are multifaceted entrepreneurs, the founders of the Ultimate Girls Trip, and the hosts of Proof It's Possible. Jamie and I are also sisters, best friends, and complete opposites, but somehow we always manage to stay on the same team. Join us every week to hear our thoughts on all things entrepreneurship, friendship, family, pop culture, and more.
Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about something a little unconventional, but we're talking about love languages.
Yes.
Gail, you love a love language. This is your favorite.
Yes.
topic.
I have all the thoughts on all the things about love languages. And
Okay, so for people that don't have a clue what a love language is, it's basically how would you describe it?
Well, the author that wrote the book, The 5 Love Languages, basically outlined 5 different ways that people
Receive and express love?
Yeah, receive and express love. And knowing your partners and the people in your lives, ways that they prefer to be loved, helps you love them the way that they feel best about, because we don't all like the same stuff. So Jamie, do you want to give us a list of the overall 5? And then
so the 5 love languages are acts of service, receiving gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time.
Right.
So what is your love language?
Well, this is the problem with me. I'm a real greedy bitch. So I think that I actually don't believe we have one.
I'll take one of everything, please.
Yeah, I take one of everything, please. This is an all-you-can-eat buffet for me. I deserve all the love, want all the love. Think that everyone deserves that too. And so, I would say lower on my list is gift giving. But if I never got a gift
receiving, oh my God. If Ray was I'm surprising you with a trip to Paris, I would literally
that's what I mean.
My pants with feeling loved. I would be exploding.
Yeah, but if he just brought home
a box of chocolates, I'd be
every week or every day, you'd be I got enough of these. I don't want any more. Or you know what I mean? So as much as I love a gift and I appreciate the thoughtfulness of a gift, I like that a lot less often and more surprise kind of, or not surprise at all. And it's my birthday and Darren or a loved one thought of something wonderful that I would love. I think that's such an act of love. But I think my love language, truthfully, is acts of service. And it's not because of acts of service. It's because of, I need help. Because I'm in a wheelchair, because I can't do everything for myself. The things that I'm oh, thank God for Darren that he helped me like that. Or thank God for my sister. Or thank God for my mom or my dad or whatever. It's when somebody helps me do things that I want done or I need done and I can't do them myself. So to me, that's the ultimate act of love. But I think that if you took the wheelchair out of my personal equation, I don't think I would love it as much as I love it.
I don't know. I love a good act of service. Have you ever seen the meme where it's it's a reel or something and it's what men think foreplay is and it shows what men think foreplay is. And then it's what women think foreplay is. And it's the husband doing the dishes and sweeping the floor or mopping the floor. I'm hallelujah. That is love, in my opinion.
Helpful.
Taking a job off of my plate is the biggest act of love that there is.
No, you're right. So it might be mine, I thought was about wheelchair stuff, because I'm not capable of certain things and I do need more help than the average person. But you're right. A mom needs a lot of help and it would be nice to not always ask and just the dad's doing the things.
And as much as I love getting a gift, I often think that if I don't have anything that I truly desire, and my birthday rolls around, I would rather get nothing. And I know that's like unpopular opinion and you need to like value yourself and your husband better buy you stuff.
Mhm.
I don't think like that. Like, I don't want him to
Neither.
go buy me a fancy purse just because it's my birthday, even though I
Same.
don't want it and I don't care about it. You
Exactly.
know?
Like
Like,
when I'm ready for that, I will say, I'm going to go buy myself a purse, and we're a
or like
couple. So
Ray will often like buy me a gift card for a massage at a place that I'm like, I would never get a massage there. I
right.
don't want you to spend money just because you felt obligated to buy me a birthday present. And it's not that I'm not grateful, but I'm like, if I wanted a massage, I could just go buy it. We share money. So
That's exactly it, right?
you know
Like it's
what I'm
like I
saying?
think
Like,
totally, for sure.
so
But like you said, there is a gift that blows your socks off that you'd be like, oh my God, this is the ultimate of all the
but I
things.
also think it ties so closely to one of the other love languages, which is like quality time. Because
Totally.
if it was a one ticket, like you're going by yourself to Paris, I'd be like,
Yeah.
thanks, but that's really
Could you
strange,
come?
and I don't
Like
want to
I'd
do
like
that.
to eat croissants with you.
I don't want to have chocolate croissants by myself. I want to do it with like him
Someone.
or like a friend or a
Yeah.
loved one.
Exactly.
Quality time is also my love language.
Same. And like, I don't think it's a big deal until I'm like, I haven't got enough time with people I love. And then I'm like, I'm going to have a mental breakdown. I need more time with people. I need more time with the kids. I need more time with Darren. I need more time with you. Like, I need definitely like time as well.
And that's why when Dale travels to Kelowna, where I live, we sit side by side and work on our work silently together, but just we like to be beside each other. That's best for
It is.
everybody.
It's honestly best. And like in an ideal world, Jamie will also bring over a Starbucks and
Mm-hmm.
one of her delicious salads, and then we're just set for the whole day. And
Mm-hmm.
we have each other, and
And
we
we
can
can
talk
like
when we want
talk to
to.
each other when we feel
Yeah,
like it, but then also just like silently do the things we need to get done. That's the
exactly.
ideal.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so what was the other ones that we need to discuss?
Words of affirmation and physical touch.
One more thing about time. Are you good with just time like watching TV? Does that count? Or do you think like time needs to be like dedicated date, like type of time? Or is it like, you know, have to
That's
be
really tricky
organized?
for me. If it was like watching something I cared about, maybe, but like sitting on the couch to watch Ray watch TV,
Yeah.
no,
No.
that's absolutely does not count. But if he's like, hey, I know you really wanted to watch this movie and I rented it, we can sit on the
Then you
couch
do.
together and watch it, I would be like, oh, that is an act of
Right.
love. But like if
Yeah.
he just wants to watch the hockey game and I just join him, no,
You're not like
absolutely
being
does
like,
not count.
wow, this sure is the epitome of love here. Look at us being
No, absolutely not. No
for
way,
sure.
no how.
For sure. Doing that kind of brings up like another area that's not totally listed, but like taking part in someone else's hobby. Like I know for Darren, he loves like he's really into record players right now. Like he loves like an old record player, getting it to work. He has all these like records that he cares about. And like there's nothing he would love more than me to be like, wow, listen to the sound of that. And like I'm the kind of person that like can't tell the difference if the like sound bar on our TV is not working. I have no idea. Like I'm just not my ears aren't clicking in on the differences, so it's really not my forte. So I'm like, yeah, wow. That only had 4 scratches on it. You remember how our phone has all these songs and we could just be upstairs where it's warm? Like so that's the part that like his he
I'm
would
just
love to just be
I'm
able to
just
come.
super grateful that Ray doesn't have a record player hobby.
Yeah, so Darren loves his record players and like has multiple. He said, "Could we redecorate the shelves downstairs in his office because they're beautiful? I decorated them already." And he's like, "We'll just do all the holes of the shelves with like a different antique like record player that I've fixed and made beautiful." And I'm like, "We could. I mean, it's your space, so no, no,
Well, and that is the art of letting go. That
it is, it is." And like yeah. I mean, if you want to see how close a person can get to getting a divorce, be married to an interior designer and then don't let them decorate the shelves in your office. That's a fight waiting to
I'm
happen.
not even an interior designer. But I do have very strong opinions on the way that my space needs to look. I mean, don't look around here. This is getting a reno, this office, in a few short days. But when Ray comes out with his like wild ideas where he's like, you know what we should do? We should just paint the walls burgundy. I'm like, oof, okay, well, that's absolutely a no for me. So should I pack your things and put them on the driveway, or how are we going to split the sheets?
When I have a new client that like is going to start undertaking a renovation together, I'm like, how's your marriage though? You got to be on real solid footing before we get going here. Are you guys good? Or do you need a couple of therapy sessions before you find out that you're not a match and you hate each other and this is the most stressful thing you'll ever do together? Because it's like, it's emotional because of money. It's emotional because you're displaced out of your house potentially. It's emotional because you have completely different ideas of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And like sometimes the husband has really high ideas and high level ideas, and like sometimes the wife doesn't care. And then sometimes the wife really cares and the husband doesn't. And like you just don't know. I've had clients be like, I was thinking we could put a moose's head up like a taxidermy in the living room, and the wife's like an animal rights activist. You know, there's just people find out stuff about themselves that they and their partner that they had no idea. So
totally.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, next one.
Physical touch is the next one.
Obviously, like I think this is important, but like I guess maybe if it was missing from the relationship, you'd be more concerned about it. I don't know. But I do think this is something that a lot of men care about. But that's maybe a generalization. What are your
thoughts? Like a lot of men care about a very particular kind of physical touch. They're not looking for just any physical touch.
You don't want back tickles?
Like they're not looking just to snuggle. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't think anyone's just wanting to hold hands.
Just a nice hug. And then
I don't know. I feel like I'm maybe missing the chip about physical touch. Like whenever Ray goes to hold my hand, I'm like, well, this is weird. We can only do this for so long.
But have you ever heard Dad talk about Mom wanting to hold his hand?
No.
It's like he's being asked to be violated in public. Like he just finds, and Dad's the most loving person and like so in love with Mom. Like they don't go to bed without kissing goodnight, or you know, like it's very cute. But like if Mom's like, let's that and dancing. If Mom wants Dad to do something, Dad wants to leave the planet. Like he doesn't want to be there anymore.
Yeah,
it's absolutely hysterical.
Hysterical.
It's hold hands and it's cute because Dad's like giving in at 65, which is amazing. But it's
like the odd time I'll give in too. But it's just I feel like I'm not getting the joy out of it that other people seem to be getting out of hand holding. Yeah.
I would,
and I'm also not like a big like sentimental hugger. You know, like
me either. Like I don't have to hug someone when I haven't seen them. I don't mind hugging if you're a hugger, but I'm just
I don't mind hugging, but I'm never the person who's like, I'm gonna hug for a full minute and a half, and we're not gonna like stop our embrace.
Will embrace one another.
But I do that with my kids, and when they squirm and try to like get away, I'm like, why don't you want to have this kind of a hug for 15 minutes?
Totally. But I also think that kids tell you how they're going to get loved. Like your kids come and like sit on my knee and curl up in my lap. And I just love it. Like, I'm like, oh, if this is the kind of love you need, I will snuggle you for 5 hours. This is wonderful.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then the last one is words of affirmation.
I do think these matter. Like, I really do. I think that they would come close to the top of my list, because whether it's like words of affirmation or some of our love language that are appropriate in other situations, like physical touch, when you're like talking about your business or your business partners or something, gets a little, I don't think it belongs.
Please don't have physical touch with your business partners unless they're your spouse.
Like, if we can just give you one piece of advice, mistakes you could make in your business, don't have physical touch with your business partners. It's really, or your staff. But anyways, the words of affirmation, I do feel like go across all of the different areas of your life. Like you can tell people, your friends, I'm really proud of you. You can tell people at work, I'm really proud of you. You can tell people who are like your business best friends that, you know, you don't necessarily work with, but you are like watching their journey. You can say nice things to them that will keep them feeling loved, feeling encouraged, feeling excited about carrying on, whatever. And I think it's like an important exchange in the world is to like speak positivity into others, no matter what that language and what that love looks like, whether it's a friendship love, whether it's just encouragement or whatever. What are your thoughts?
I agree, but I think some people hear it differently. Like some people are like, "Oh, thanks," and it's water off their back.
Right.
And then some people like really take whatever you've said to heart and like really value the fact that you said I'm proud of you or whatever. I still think you should dish it all the time. And in every time you feel like you are proud of somebody or you're, you know, like have something nice to say, I think you should still say it. But I think it's received differently by all different types of people.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Like there's people that are highly, highly uncomfortable with even like just a compliment, you know, like they, you know, you'll say like, you look beautiful today. And they're like, ah, no, I don't, you know, something like that. And it's like, no, but you do. Like if I said it, I meant it and you do. Or if I said I loved your shoes, or if I said you look, you know, like you're really happy or what, you know, like it's because I thought that. I thought you looked really happy, or I think you feel really light and airy and whatever. I dated a guy that thought that words of affirmation, like within his work environment, would basically like give people too much confidence and would, yeah, like basically do the
Red
opposite.
flag, red flag.
Yeah, what I think that they do. And he was like, so I have to go to work and be a hard ass every day and like make sure they know they're never living up to my expectations. And I was like, this is not how you get the best out of people, in my opinion. And even if somebody is uncomfortable with the compliment, with the way to go, with the, you're doing a great job, I'm really proud of you, you know, or it's great to see how much you've learned this last year or whatever, even if they feel uncomfortable in the moment, I do believe they take it to heart. So, or they, you know, and it takes a lot of compliments to override people's self-doubt, people's negative voice in their head, all the things. So like the more nice things you say, I just believe that makes the world a better place, wherever you're saying those nice words.
I also think that like certain people saying them hold more weight. Like, have you ever had like a stranger be like, wow, I love your outfit? You're like, oh, thank you. Like you're way more flattered than like if your sister says like, oh, cute outfit. You're like, yeah, you think everything I wear is cute. You know, like.
Yeah, like we went shopping together. You picked out.
We have the same style. So yeah, of course you like it too.
Totally. But that said, I also love the way all my girlfriends dress. So if they like my outfit, I do feel proud about that too.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I agree. But I also think that like throwing out compliments is like just like makes the world a better place. So even if people don't care about them, you can still throw them out.
For sure. The more the merrier. Like it's not something that I think words of affirmation are very important in a whole bunch of areas of life. And like, even I noticed with Penn, your youngest, the little boy, he doesn't love words of affirmation, but I know he needs to hear them. Like I say to him, like, you're the most spectacular human that's ever been born and stuff, like just over the top of him. And he's like, stop saying that. Don't say that to me. But I know he loves it because then he'll like look at me out of the corner of his eye and smile. And I'm like, he says no, but he means yes. And I'm going to keep it up.
Yeah, I agree.
Go through them all? Is that everyone?
That's all. I think that's all of them. I'll read through them again. So it's acts of service, quality time, receiving gifts, physical touch, and words of affirmation.
Yes. And so anyways, back to my original point, I genuinely believe we all need them all. It's just a matter of when and how often. Like, I think it's more of a ranking system than a like, this is my one thing that I require.
For sure. I also think that like, if you value relationships in your life, you will learn other people's like highest rated love languages and respond to them appropriately. So if, whether that's like your marriage, your business, your employees, the customers that walk through your door, I feel like it's very easy to pick up on what their love language is. Like they don't have to say much in order to figure it out pretty quickly. And learning whatever that is and then playing to that strength. Like if it's words of affirmation, always give them words of affirmation. If it's physical touch, like you have a client that comes in and is a huge hugger, hug them. Like if you want to have good relationships, meet them where they are. And if their love language is whatever it is, then meet them at that love language to have better, stronger relationships, both business and personal.
Well, and it's very hard to step outside of your own primary love language because you think that's exactly how everybody else would want to get loved because it's the only perspective you have. But being in tune with other people's cues to what they care about, you really have to do that in order to have successful relationships in all areas of your life.
Totally.
Yeah. We'd love to hear what your guys' primary, because we believe you need them all, but what are your top 2, top 3 love languages? Write us an email, write us on social. We'd love to hear from you.
Bye, guys.
We are so grateful you're here.
It would mean the world to us if you'll subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel and leave us a review.
If you want to hear more from us, go to proofitspossible.com to join our mailing list and find our social links so you don't miss a thing.
Thanks, and chat next time.